Good day. Today we'll be doing a very dish of pork and beans. It's pretty much a Mexican style. What you can see in front of you now is the preparation. The French call it mise en place, which translates directly as everything in its place, but really means to get all of the ingredients prepared as required. We will be doing a tutorial on how to use a knife properly. This is my favorite knife. Her name is Matilda. So just a little bit of chopping and cutting here. So we've got some onions. We're going to do a little bit of garlic as well. 3 or 4 cloves. The best way to do garlic is to crush it with the flat of the knife and then cut the dry bits off the end and then chop it up finely. You'll also see in this dish that we use pork fillets, which we'll show you how to clean those in just a moment, and we also use roasted peppers, which you'll see there's a little clip on how to do that properly. You really want to break the garlic cloves up so that you can get them out of the skins without having to peel them laboriously. We'll show you how to do just one of them and then we'll chop them up. Yeah, that's the little bit that you're after. And then don't chop them too finely for this. The fresh garlic is far superior in flavor to any of the dried garlics or the pre-processed ones. What we're doing here is removing the sinew from the pork fillet. You can leave it on, but it does tend to create a little bit of toughness or bits that are hard to chew. Now we're just going to discard that. The easiest way is to cut it in half and then just cut it into thin slices. You can of course get your butcher to do this for you or buy it ready sliced. Okay, with chili you've got to remember that you can take the seeds out if you want to cool it a bit, and you must wash your hands a few times before you are actually going to touch any moist parts of your body. Now we're going to demonstrate here how to brown something, and the idea being to get it evenly cooked and to seal the flavor in. There we go, this is lightly browned. You can of course cook it a little bit further. You also notice that I'm adding it a little at a time. If you put too much into the pot at once, it will cool the pot down and you'll end up stewing it, in which case you could make it go tough. Now we're going to brown the onions, and that means cooking it with just a little touch of color. To this you can see we've added the garlic, and now we're going to start adding the green peppers that we roasted and chopped. And we're going to give that a little stir around. It's actually a very slow cooked dish, so that the juices infuse into each other, so that it intensifies the flavor. Cook it, you'll get this acrid smoke, which will really burn your eyes, but it will get rid of all the insects in the house. We're then going to return the meat to the pan. We're going to stir it in to blend with the rest of the ingredients. Going to pour in a little bit of water, literally just enough to about half cover it, and then allow it to simmer for about half an hour. We're going to add the rinsed and drained beans. Now I've used a butter bean, but you can use a red bean, pretty much anything other than tomato sauce based baked bean. We're once again going to leave that on the stove to simmer for a while. Add a little bit of pepper to it. And once it's simmered for a while, you'll see that the liquid changes color, so it becomes green. And add some zest of a lemon, just to give it a touch more flavor. This also substitutes for a certain amount of the salt that you would add. A little bit of salt. And of course that's what your finished dish will look like. Enjoy!